Rain is wreaking havoc across Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and also the national capital. 3 NDRF teams have been sent to Mohali. There has been a red alert that has been issued in Himachal. In the state, 5 people have lost their lives due to massive rains. Flash floods, landslides, waterlogging are some of the common things that can be seen across various states in the country. To Mohali, 3 NDRF teams have been sent. Punjab, Himachal, Uttarakhand are seeing massive rainfall over the past many days. In the state of Himachal Pradesh, a red alert has been issued. 5 people lost their lives. In the national capital, 1 person lost his life due to massive rains. Flash floods are taking place in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Landslides are taking place in the state of Uttarakhand and waterlogging can be seen in Delhi NCR region. My colleague Ashutosh is now joining me on the story. Ashutosh, 3 teams of NDRF have been sent over to the state of Himachal Pradesh. People are losing their lives at the moment because of massive rains.
Yes, there have been some deployment being done by the NDRF. In fact, Bhatinda 7th Battalion is put on standby. 3 teams of NDRF have been sent to SAS Nagar, which is Mohali. And also we have the information about NDRF teams, almost 10 teams dispatched to Himachal, 4 in Mandi area, which is worst affected, 1 team in Kulu, 2 teams in Nalagarh, and several other teams. So clearly the NDRF, which is the most professional and experienced agency which tackles with the flood-like situation or any such disaster taking place. And remember, still Met Department has issued alert for both this region of hilly region, Himalayan region of Uttarakhand and Himachal, and subsequently in Delhi NCR. And even at the moment, if you see the cloud movement in the NCR, particularly in central Delhi, is literally turning dense, and hence the advice has been issued for the people to be really careful, caution about their movement. And this we have seen clearly in last 24 hours, 150 millimeter rain reported, which is literally unprecedented, almost first time in 4 decades. So if that situation continues, we're already seeing the terrible situation in the urban pockets. Remember particularly what we are seeing, the images from Punjab, the Doab region, where the Ravi and Vyas has literally brought havoc. And of course, the similar grim situation we are seeing in Himachal, in Mandi, in Kulu area. So all the agencies are put on standby. In fact, as far as Delhi is concerned, the ministers, the authorities, the PWD, the municipal corporations, all agencies have been asked to reach on the ground, be on the ground. But since it's just the beginning, another 2 to 3 days gonna be really critical and crucial as far as heavy rain and alert by IMD is concerned.
Right, Ashutosh, my colleague joining me from the national capital, where 1 person lost his life because of massive rains. Kamaljeet Sandhu, my colleague, is now joining me from Dera, Bassi in Punjab. Kamaljeet, in the state of Punjab too, the situation looks very grim.
Absolutely. In the past 24 hours, the rains have played havoc. Now, we can just try and show you around where we're standing. A father has come to actually rescue his daughter. So we will try and speak to all of them. Look at the thing. He's just trying. आप कहाँ से अपनी बेटी को लेने आए हैं?
मैं सनी 124 सेक्टर से.
कितनी मुश्किल हो रही है?
बहुत मुश्किल. ये सरकारों को बताओ, इनको कि जो घर में बैठे रहते हैं, इनको बताओ ये चीजें. जो सरकारें जो वहाँ पे लोगों को पैसे लूट के लोगों को कुछ नहीं करते हैं ये.
बेटी से बात करने की कोशिश करते हैं. आप यहाँ पे पैदल चल के आप काफी घबरा रही थी. हाँ जी. So here it is. A father who's come to take the daughter. She had been standing while we were trying to wade through. Now have a look at this. How people are wading through the water right in the middle. And this is obviously, they were trying to take a lift out here. But you will see, this is where things really stand as of now. Normal life has come to a stop. There is an attempt by people to cross over to at least make it to their homes. But there you have it. A lot of people now trying to rescue their own ones in several vehicles, in several societies. Let me tell you, Aishwarya, the boats have been out. So this is where it is. There you see, there are motorcycles which are stuck. There are bikes which are stuck. And this is how things really stand as of now. People now trying to get help from anywhere possible. And there you have it. And there you have it. A lot of people angry with the government, the way societies have been inundated. This is obviously a normal life coming to a standstill. And let me tell you, unprecedented amount of rainfall falling in Chandigarh and around the areas. We know that the NDRF is on a standby. But clearly, as far as people, they're actually struggling. We were trying to get our own car to go into several societies, but our car could not go through. But there you see people almost walking through, and it is extremely tough in this particular situation because several low-lying areas, Ropar, in Kharad, in Dera, Bassi, the roads have now turned into rivers of sorts. So clearly a big challenge coming in for the administration. But what we see out here is that mostly, and if you can see, I'm wading through knee-deep water. So this is clearly a big challenge. Now the car which was trying to go further is trying to now reverse back, and this is where the challenge really lies because it's too deep. The vehicles can get blocked out here, leading to further traffic chaos, but very little number of people out here. But those who are trying to take a lift perhaps now have to wade through the water. गाड़ी रुक गई है अभी. आप अपनी बेटी को यहाँ पे लेने आए थे, but गाड़ी रुक गई है.
हाँ, गाड़ी तो रुक गई है, बुरा हाल है. गाड़ी मैंने अपनी वो खड़ी है 2 किलोमीटर दूर खड़ी.
2 किलोमीटर दूर.
हाँ, बुरा हाल है.
तो बच्चे को क्या काम था, इतनी बारिश हो रही है फिर भी आपने
इसका एलन का टेस्ट था वहाँ पे ना, मेडिकल में कर रही है, कोचिंग है.
कोचिंग का टेस्ट. So there you have it. A lot of people from the other side. We'll just try and show you. Now we're wading deeper into the water. Can see the vehicle out there. That's almost tilted. So it's almost, and if you can actually zoom in, if Charlie tries to zoom into the visuals, you can actually see it looks not like a road, but perhaps like a running river. And there is a fury to this particular speed. As you go further, this is where things really are getting very disturbing. Kitni mushkil hai? So people out there, and obviously we've seen several of the cars getting stranded. And let me tell you, we're just trying to go further to try and get you reactions. These are societies which now see the cycle there. That's an attempt to save whatever you can. And I don't know if I'll be able to manage to walk through this entire water. But yes, trying to get through. And let me tell you, this is very tough for people out here. We'll try and see if we can try and get to the other side. And perhaps it's too difficult. The force of the river is perhaps too difficult. I'll try to come back into one side. The force of the water is quite a bit. And let me tell you, this is the main road. So you can see I'm putting a lot of force to just stay stationary on the main road in Kharad area. Things extremely difficult. It's been non-stop rains. It has come to a halt just for a bit. But the warning is clearly for the next 24 to 48 hours. And there you see people on tractors, on other areas. And this is how things really are. Difficult. Let's see if we can try and get your reaction. But the force of the water is way too much. And clearly, those who are getting lifts in tractors are the ones who are perhaps luckier. But the force of the water, look at the force of the water. It is, what we can say is, fast and furious in a certain sense. And we are just putting the complete strength to be wading through this water. Clearly, one of the things is the urban development. Why are cities? What is this nature as to why go out? And obviously, the nature's fury, they have been there. But clearly, so only a tractor of the water. Our coverage, we're trying to get you a non-stop wading through these knee-deep waters, and clearly the next 24 hours, we know as far as Himachal Pradesh, at least 5 people have lost their lives, and there could be more people who have been stranded, but continuous operations really on. Bhagwant Maan tweeted, Meet Thayar have tweeted, they're saying they're trying to provide help, and we've seen how there have been several people who are stuck in societies, who need their help, and who are on their way. And obviously, as we were trying to get a father-daughter duo, baap beti hai, trying to smile through these awkward times, but clearly a big challenge as to how to cross this over and reach over to their car, which is just 2 kilometers away from here.
Right, Kamaljeet, do take care of yourself. One can very clearly see the condition. We can also see the car behind. It's almost tilted. So it's definitely, talking about the fact that the urban infrastructure at the moment is crumbling. My colleague Kamaljeet Sandhu wading through knee-deep water to get you that report. My other colleague Manjeet Sehgal is now joining me from Himachal Pradesh. Manjeet, it seems like in Himachal Pradesh things are not well. 5 people unfortunately have lost their lives so far.
Yes, indeed, Aishwarya, we are on the Kalka-Shimla National Highway, where we can see one side of the road has been completely blocked up to 30 kilometers by the landslides. Remember, the torrential rains during the past 3-4 days have thrown life out of the gear. The Met Department has issued a red alert in 7 districts and orange alert in 3 districts. Also warned that flash floods, shooting stones or even avalanches can take place in Lahaul Spiti. And as far as the lower Himachal areas on districts like Solan, Kangra, Hamirpur and Sirmaur are concerned, these rains have completely damaged the roads. We can see huge boulders falling on the roadside. The tourists had a narrow escape a couple of days back when these boulders were falling. Met Department has warned the people not to venture the places where flash floods can take place and the landslides can take place. But the people are continuously visiting Himachal Pradesh despite the threat being posed by the rains. We can see this side of the road is open for the traffic, where traffic from both the sides is through. But many national highways, Aishwarya, in Himachal Pradesh, including the link roads, have been closed for traffic. There are reports that many kacha houses have crumbled and 5 people have died during the past 3 days. Aishwarya.
Thank you, Manjeet, my colleague, who's giving us all those details from the state of Himachal Pradesh, where unfortunately people have lost their lives because of the torrential rains. Our reporter Manminder Arora sent us this report from Kullu.
हिमाचल प्रदेश में अब कुदरत ने एक बार फिर कहर मचाना शुरू कर दिया है। बीते 24 घंटों से हिमाचल प्रदेश के तमाम जो ऊपरी इलाके और नीचे के इलाके हैं वहां लगातार बारिश जो जारी है। ऐसे में अगर कुल्लू मनाली की बात करूं तो कुल्लू मनाली में बीते 24 घंटों से लगातार बारिश हो रही है, जिसके बाद यहां बहने वाली जो ब्यास नदी है वो काफी उफान पर आ गई है। मैं आपको तस्वीरें दिखाना चाहूंगा कि आप जिस तरह देखिए, ये कुल्लू का बाशिंग का इलाका है जहां पर लगातार जो बारिश के बाद जो है ब्यास नदी उफान पर आ चुकी है और जो सड़क जो NH3 है वो काफी जगह जगह जो टूट गया है। हालांकि प्रशासन ने पहले ही एडवाइजरी जारी करते हुए स्थानीय लोगों को नदी नालों से दूर रहने की सलाह दी थी, लेकिन काफी जो इलाके हैं वहां पे अभी तस्वीरें जो सामने आ रही हैं।
Now it has been raining cats and dogs across the country. Continuous rains have led to landslides, waterlogged roads, and also some houses have been submerged. Seems like these are unfolding across the states of Rajasthan, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat and even the national capital. There's a video which shows a car being washed away by an overflowing river amid extremely heavy rainfall. This incident is from Himachal Pradesh's Kullu district. The video shows a car being swept away in the river, all this because of continuous rains. 5 people have lost their lives in different rain-related incidents in Himachal Pradesh. 3 people lost their lives in Shimla, 1 in Chamba and 1 in Kullu. The IMD, in fact, has issued red alert, which means very heavy rainfall to heavy rainfall will take place. And this will take place in both the states of Uttarakhand as well as Himachal Pradesh. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami, in fact, is now advising people to proceed on their journey only after taking a weather update. In the national capital, a 58-year-old woman was crushed to death after a ceiling collapsed in a society in Karol Bagh. The Met Office has now issued a yellow alert warning moderate rain that could cause many problems for the residents of the national capital.
हमारे यहाँ पर चूँकि मौसम जब भी गड़बड़ होता है तो कई जगह पर भूस्खलन, रोड बंद हो जाना और अधिक वृष्टि के कारण से नदी नाले उफान पर आ जाते हैं। इसको देखते हुए सभी जिलाधिकारियों को, आपदा प्रबंधन विभाग को लगातार अलर्ट रहने के निर्देश दिए गए हैं और साथ ही जो हमारे यात्री हैं, श्रद्धालु हैं, उन सब से भी लगातार हम लोगों का अनुरोध रहेगा कि मौसम की जानकारी ठीक प्रकार से कर लें और मौसम विभाग की जानकारी के अनुसार आगे के अपने प्रोग्राम बनाएं। कावड़ यात्रा चल रही है।
150 मिलीमीटर बारिश का मतलब है कि दिल्ली में जितना बरसात में पूरे सीजन में पानी बरसता है उसका 20% पानी मात्र 24 घंटे में बरसा है। तो स्वाभाविक बात है कि जो भी शहर का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है उसके लिए उस तरह से तैयार नहीं होता है। अगर कहीं पर भी अफसरों की लापरवाही से वाटर लॉगिंग हुई है जो प्रिवेंट की जा सकती थी तो अफसरों पर सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई जरूर की जाए।
प्रदेशवासियों से अनुरोध है कि वे नदी नालों के किनारे ना जाएं, क्योंकि अगले 24 घंटे में और तेज बारिश होने की संभावना है। आपने सावधान रहना है और हमने प्रशासन को भी अलर्ट कर दिया है कि वो सभी प्रकार के एहतियात बरते और लोगों को इस बारे में जागरूक भी करे।
Meanwhile, there is a political blame game which is now erupting between various parties. All this because of the heavy traffic jam that one can see in the national capital and waterlogging that could be seen in various parts. The BJP is now slamming Aam Aadmi Party's world-class education model after a newly built school wall, the government school wall, collapsed. The BJP also went ahead and said Delhiites at the moment are not safe under the Aam Aadmi Party government.
गुजरात हाई कोर्ट ने भी आईना दिखाया है कांग्रेस पार्टी को, जो ओबीसी समाज का अपमान करती है और फिर माफी मांगने के बदले उस पर जिस प्रकार से अहंकारी भाव से वो बर्ताव करती है। कभी जुडिशरी को धमकाने की कोशिश करती है, कभी जुडिशरी के खिलाफ विदेशी धरती पर जाकर अपशब्द बोलती है। अब तो राहुल गांधी को 3 लेवल के कोर्ट ने दोषी पाया है। आज सत्यमेव जयते कहना चाहिए और आज ये भी कहना चाहिए कि क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी इसी प्रकार से ओबीसी समाज का अपमान करती रहेगी या आज वो ओबीसी समाज से बिना कोई शर्त माफी मांगेगी।
Let's now take a look at all the top developments coming in from monsoon affected areas across the country. The Ravi River in Chamba in Himachal Pradesh is overflowing because of continuous rainfall. The roads have been washed away. High alert has been issued in Kullu, Manali, Lahaul Spiti, Mandi and Chamba region due to the overflowing of the river. As heavy rainfall continues to lash across the state of Rajasthan, there is a flood-like situation in several districts. Heavy water logging has also been reported onto the streets of Sikar. District has been battered with very heavy rainfall over the past many days. Severe water logging has been reported in various parts of Ahmedabad due to very heavy rainfall in the city. Traffic movement came to a halt due to excessive water on the roads. Commuters were seen wading through knee-deep water on waterlogged roads. Very heavy downpour continues in several districts of Madhya Pradesh. Water levels have reached dangerous levels in certain dams. Devotees at the moment still continue to throng several temples in the state. Gurugram experienced intense rainfall leading to waterlogging in several parts of the city. This led to severe traffic jam across the city. Vehicles were struggling to wade through water. Heavy rainfall lashed in Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir too. Continuous rainfall led to overflowing of rivers, causing a flood-like situation in many low-lying areas in the city. Rain alert has also been issued for several districts in the state of Haryana. In Sonipat, very heavy downpour led through waterlogging. Underpasses in the city were completely submerged after continuous rainfall. In Haryana's Ambala region, rainfall led to flash floods in many parts of the city. Water entered the houses of several low-lying localities. This led to waterlogging, exposing all the claims being made by the authorities. A rescue operation is underway to pull out people from rain-affected regions in Punjab's Dera, Bassi. Streets are completely inundated, vehicles are submerged in the water. Rescuers are using boats to save people. A car was washed away in a river overflowing due to continuous rains in Himachal Pradesh's Kullu region. The Met Department has now issued a red alert for several districts in the state of Himachal Pradesh. And with that, it's a wrap on this bulletin. Thank you for watching India Today. For more news and updates, you can log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download the app. This is me, Aishwarya Paliwal, signing off.